Hello, welcome back. For those of you that don't know, my name is Jess and I am the owner of So Much More, which is a small dressmaking fabric shop based in Tavistock, Devon. So in today's video, what I thought I would do, seeing as that spring finally feels like it's springing, it's Easter weekend, and although it's actually currently raining right this minute, but that is proper April showers. It's giving spring. So what I thought I'd do is pick out my top 10 favourite spring fabrics that we've got in the shop and show you them, show you how they move, show you the colours, give you some pattern suggestions for them, and yeah, just give you a whole heap of inspiration. So that's the plan for this video. Before I do that, I'm just going to quickly tell you what I'm wearing. So I'm not going to lie, this is a Vinted find. This jacket, I am obsessed with Vinted right now. It's an Abercrombie and Fitch and it's just a little crop jacket, because I am a firm believer that just because you sew your own clothes doesn't mean you have to sew all of your own clothes. Some things I don't want to make myself, like for example jeans. I don't really want to make my own jeans. I'd rather just buy them, so that's what I do. But underneath I am wearing a Ogden cami, which I have to say is probably my most made garment. I have made so many versions of these. I wear them all the time. It's quite a good like hackable pattern. I've done a version that's just, so it comes to about here, like waist, and then I've just added a gathered skirt to it, and you can make it as long as you want. So you could do like a maxi dress if you wanted, just add a gathered skirt to the bottom, and I think that's quite cool. I've done a version like that. I've done a version with different straps, so it was a standard cami length and then just added a strap to the front, strap to the back, and then I just tied them on my shoulder, so it was like a feature strap, if you know what I mean. So it had a bow on each shoulder. That was quite cool. But yeah, there's a lot you can do with an Ogden cami, so I think that's part of the reason I use them all the time. But to be honest, I like just the most basic, classic, standard cami shape. So yeah, that is what I'm wearing. So without further ado, let me go and grab the first fabrics. So the first two fabrics I've got to show you are part of the Crafty Pie autumn fabric range that came out last autumn, but I think they're pretty good for spring as well. I know they're an autumn range, but yeah, I think they're quite good for spring, and I love these. So it's the same design, just in two different colorways. This is the like neutral cream colorway. Let me just get my little thing to make sure I'm telling you the right thing. It's a cotton viscose, so it's 50% cotton and 50% viscose, so it's a real mix, and it's obviously this crocheted granny square print. Let me bring it up. So this is obviously the neutral colorway, so it's a cream background, and then it's got browns, greens, there's a bit of orange in there as well, and the print is, so it looks like stitches for the crochet squares, but it's just completely printed on there, and I just think it's quite cool. In terms of pattern suggestions, what I think this would look amazing as is the Megan Nielsen Hovia jacket. I will put a picture of it on the screen. It's a quilted jacket, and I think because of this print, I think this print would look amazing quilted. And those quilted jackets are very much in fashion right now, and obviously spring, especially in England, it's not that warm, so you're still going to need a lighter layer. And yeah, I think it looks so good. So let me just show you how this moves. Let me lift it a bit higher. So it's a cotton viscose, so you can see it has got a bit of drape to it, not loads, but some, and then it's also got body. So can you see it kind of goes straight back down, because yeah, it's a reasonable weight. It's I'd say it's like a medium weight, so it does actually feel, in all honesty, it feels more like a cotton than it does a viscose. So that's why the Hovia jacket I think would work really, really well, because it's got enough weight behind it. It's not slippery and going to move around like the viscose. So that is the cream colorway. And if neutral isn't really your thing, it does come in this darker, bolder colourway. It's just much more like contrast, isn't it? You can really, it's really striking, this one. So it's a navy background, and then the colours of the granny squares are like a fuchsia pink, an orange, a green, a bit of cream in there as well. It's just, yeah, a much more contrasting colour combination. So let me step back with it to show you. Look at that. How cute is that? And you know what else? With the quilted jacket, I think there's, you can obviously just do really simple quilting and just do the squares like horizontally and vertically. Or if you're feeling a bit fancy, you could quilt around these shapes, around the flowers and the squares, and I think that'd look really, really cool. I mean, don't get me wrong, quilting is quilting a fabric before then being able to cut it out and make it into clothes. Like there is you're making a whole nother step before you can start sewing, so it's a lot of effort, but I think the effort would be worth it. I can just really, really picture this. I think it looks so, so good. So yes, they are the first two. Now let me go and grab the next. This one is called Paisley Marble. So it is a cream and green marbled paisley sort of design. Can you see what I mean by marbled paisley? So it's got like a rough paisley print, but it's not super clear that it's paisley, if that makes any kind of sense. But this one is a viscose, so you can see it is super lightweight, super drapey. I'm going to bring it up. It's a really soft, like buttery viscose. It feels really, really nice to touch. And yeah, so it's a green print. So this originally was available in blue, and I made a sample for the shop, which, let's see if I can find it. Here we go. Which is going to be actually really hard to show you. This is the Zadie jumpsuit. These are trousers, it's not a dress. So it's a like a wrap style, if I bring it forward, jumpsuit. I will put a picture of it on the screen because I think it's one of them ones that doesn't hang very well, but it looks good when it's on a actual human, but when it's on a hanger you can't really tell what it is. So I will put a picture of it on the screen. But that blue colourway is no longer available, so I got it in the green. But I actually think I might prefer the green. I think the green is a really pretty colour, and yeah, I obviously think the Zadie jumpsuit would work really well. It's got such a nice drape to it. So that is that one, and then moving on to the next one that I have picked out. It is a viscose jersey, and I love a viscose jersey because I think they're a good mix of two of my favourite fabrics, which is a viscose and a jersey. I love sewing with viscose, but sometimes I want the comfort that you get from stretch fabrics. Like when you're wearing a stretch fabric, you can't get comfier. And so this one here is called Flower Patch, and it is a viscose jersey. So cream background, and then it has got all these different coloured flowers on. So you've got some orange, some blue, some coral, some dark green, a bit of navy blue. It's got a real mix of colours on it, and I think it's really striking. This is also incredibly soft to touch, and I just think it would make the comfiest clothes, comfiest clothes. So let's undo it a bit more so I can show you. It's stretchy. Let me show you. But you can see it doesn't some jerseys really kind of go a bit see-through when they're stretched, but you can see that one doesn't. So yeah, nice and stretchy, but because of that viscose content in it, it is also, if I can show you this, I can't hold it up high enough, it is also super, super drapey. You see, it's got that like movement and swish to it. So there are two patterns that I can really see this in. The first one is the Friday Pattern Company. I think it's called the Adrian blouse. I actually think they might have discontinued it because last time I looked, I couldn't get it anymore for the shop from the wholesaler. So I have a feeling it's no longer available. It might just be like that it's PDF, I'm not sure. But it's like a scooped neck t-shirt, and then it's got these amazing sleeves. And the way that this fabric moves, I think those sleeves would look great. Like, I think the sleeves would hang so nicely in this fabric. Or alternatively, again, a Friday Pattern Company pattern, but the Westcliff dress, which is I think it's like a faux wrap dress. You can do it in different lengths, and yeah, again, I think that would work really nicely. And because of the way this moves, because it's not like a cotton jersey where it stays quite rigid, it has got the movement. I think the swish of a skirt on a dress would work really, really well in this fabric. Next up, I've got this one here, which is a really different and unique fabric. You don't see ones like this very often. So this is a lilac colour, but I don't know that that is showing up really as the true colour. I think it's washing it out a bit. It is a really nice warm lilac colourway, but this is called the Crinkle and Embroidered Dobby fabric. And I'm going to bring it up to show you the details. So can you see it's got all these like horizontal lines, and they're different embroidery. So like here you've got this almost like netting style, and you've got a straight line, then you've got a bunch of straight lines, and then it goes back into this netting type print. Very different. So these bits here that go in between these individual lines, they're elasticated, which is what creates this like crinkled effect. Yeah, that looks better. You can see it there. That sort of overall crinkled effect. It's because these lines here are elasticated. So it is made from 99% cotton and 1% spandex. So it's not that the fabric is stretchy. It's not a stretch fabric. Because if I try and show you, it's got like some give to it. Can you see? But it's not that it's going to stretch. It's really hard to show you this actually. It's not that it's stretchy. It's just got some ease to it. So you would still treat it like a woven fabric. So you wouldn't, this isn't a jersey by any means. It is still a woven fabric. It's just got some ease. I'm going to step back with it because I think it's one of them ones, it's really hard to show on camera the overall effect of it. But when you see it in person, it's just really different. So you can see it has got some drape and some movement to it. It's a nice weight, a nice sort of spring summer weight. The colour is lovely, but it's just not showing up on screen how it looks in person. It does come in another colourway as well. It comes in like a mint green. But in terms of pattern suggestions, you want something that's quite plain because you want the fabric to just do the talking. You don't want to be like adding gathers or anything fancy. You want something quite plain. So something like the Tilly and the Buttons SD co-ord set I think would look epic. So you could do trousers and a matching top in this. I think that would look so good. But yeah, just generally you just want something quite simple, like a nice basic t-shirt shape, just nothing with extra frills, because yeah, the fabric of this, it kind of does all the talking itself. It doesn't need any extra help. And then the next fabric I have got is a viscose linen. So let me show you. How nice is that? It's just such a happy colour. It's a is it mustard? I don't know if it's mustard. I think it's brighter than a mustard, but it's got this flower print all over it. It's just so happy. I think it's perfect for spring. This one is called Bonnie, and it is 30% linen with 70% viscose. I think there's a lot you can do with this. Linens are always so popular in the shop. It's funny, they're not actually that popular online, but when people come in person, our linens are probably our best sellers. But you can see it's got the drape that you'd expect from a viscose. So loads and loads of movement, which is really nice. But if I bring it up, hang on, I can't hold both. Let me show you like this. Can you see that there's a slight texture here? That sort of linen-y texture. Yeah, I think that's showing you on the camera there. So you've got the texture of a linen, but kind of the movement and feel of a viscose. It's kind of like the best of both worlds, really, because sometimes linens can be a little bit too stiff and they crease a lot, don't they? Whereas this, I'm not saying it's not going to crease at all, but it's not going to crease as badly as a lot of linens, 100% linens will. In terms of pattern suggestions for this, I think the Merchant and Mills, I think it's called Honey. The dress in that, I just think it looks so good and so cute for spring summer. It's like a long maxi shaped dress. Oh yeah, I really like that. So this one, I just love the colour. I think the colour of this is just absolutely perfect for spring. Then I've got a couple different viscose prints to show you. So these two that I've picked out are both a dark base, because I think in spring you can still get away with a dark base. If you're not someone that loves bright colours, then yeah, I think in spring you can still get away with it. I mean, even in summer, wear whatever you like. But I think, yeah, definitely in spring you can get away with the two that I'm about to show you. So this one here is called Sweeping Floral. It is a black background, and then it has got the red and the yellow flowers printed all over it. But I'm going to step back because that really helps you see the overall print. So can you see it's got this like sweeping floral design all over it? So it is 100% viscose, so really nice and drapey. But I also think if you're going for like a darker base background, it also means, depending what you make, you can kind of get quite a lot of wear out of it, because you can wear these colours obviously in autumn, winter as well. So depending what you make, you might be able to make something kind of versatile that you can get away with in both seasons. So for example, something like maybe the Wilder gown, I think that would work, and you can wear that in both seasons. Or the, what's it called, the Closet Core knits, that would work really nicely. And again, with this, you want something that's going to show the overall print, because it is quite a big sweeping print. So you want something where you're not just using small bits of the fabric. And the Wilder gown and the knits would definitely work for that. And then the next viscose fabric that I've got to show you is again a black background, but it's got brighter coloured flowers all over it. So it's a bit more kind of ditzy, but these flowers they're not neon, but they're close to neon in colouring, if that makes sense. You've got like a really bright, vibrant pink, a vibrant orange, bit of yellow. So it contrasts really nicely. It's quite a busy print, this one, but again, it's a viscose, so really, really nice and drapey. And I think the Friday Pattern Company saltwater slip dress would look amazing in this, and you can obviously do that in different lengths. So you could just do a short one, you could do a long one, you could do a midi. I think there's, yeah, a lot you can do with it. And again, that's just like a nice plain shape, so you're gonna really see a lot of the fabric, which I think is really nice. And then the next one I have is another Crafty Pie fabric that was in her last range, which was the autumn range. It is a jersey, it's a cotton jersey, and it is this really cool gingham flower print. So this is the sage green. It does also come in a navy, but I've just got the sage to show you. So it's a cream background, and then it's got this sage green gingham, and then the daisy prints within the check. It's just really cute. It's so soft, like buttery soft. It is a cotton jersey. I'm just going to check what it's made from. 95% cotton with 5% elastane. So let me show you the stretch. So it's like the perfect kind of t-shirt weight. And yeah, honestly, I wish you could feel it. It's so, so soft. Let me step back for you. It's not a particularly drapey one. It's it has got body to it, but I think just a classic t-shirt in this. Like the I mean, there's a couple. The my brain stopped working. What's it called? The True Bias Rio t-shirt, and it's got like contrasting ribbing around the neck. I think would look really cute. Or the Tilly and the Buttons Agnes, which is just again a classic long sleeved scoop neck, that one is, t-shirt. I think something like that would look really, really cool in these. These are the final two that I have picked out for you that I think are perfect for spring. This is the first one, and I absolutely love it. There's not an awful lot left of it, which you can see there. If you watched my Samara blouse video from a few weeks ago, you might recognise this, because I made the blouse out of this, but the blue colourway. This is obviously the pink colourway, which I love equally just as much. Let me bring it up. So it is a pink and white check. It is a poly viscose. I think when I bring it up, it washes it out a bit. It's more this colour here when you can see it on screen. It's more this colour, a really nice dusky pink, but it is made from 70% polyester and 30% viscose. So let me step back and show you. So it is really nice and drapey. It's got quite a lot of movement to it, but what I would say is it doesn't feel, it's not that silky, satiny kind of viscose. I'd actually say it feels more like a cotton to actually touch, but obviously it has got the viscose kind of movement, but to touch, yeah, it feels a lot more cottony. In terms of suggestions for this, I'm actually going to tell you that I already have something cut out in this. I just need to find the time to sew it up. That is honestly my biggest problem. But I have got the Closet Core Fran pyjamas, the shirt cut out in this. I don't plan for it to be pyjamas. I want it to be a shirt. It's like a nice oversized fit. And I think this would work really well. It's a nice, it gives that like beach shirt, beach cover up, that kind of vibe. So yeah, I've got the Fran pyjamas cut out, and I just need to find time to sew it, and one day it'll happen. I will have the time. It's just that is my biggest problem with sewing. I just don't have the time for it, but I'm going to make time. Like I said, it's already cut out, so it's ready to go. So that's my plan. And then the final one I have for you is this, which is the mustard small cotton gingham. So let me bring it up so you can see. These squares are 1 centimetre, so it's a 1 centimetre check. This is the one that comes in loads of colours. We've got it in, I showed it in a few weeks ago in another video, in the sage green. Sage green is always super popular. But I love this mustard colour, and I think mustard is a really good spring, summer colour. I don't know whether I have picked this out purely because I think the Tilly and the Buttons Nell pattern, they have got a mustard check version on the front cover, and I love it. And I think subconsciously that's why I've picked this out, because this is basically the same fabric as what they've got on the front cover. It would work really, really well for the Nell because it's a cotton, so it would hold really nicely. The buttons down the front would work really well, and it's just such a jolly colour, perfect for spring, summer, and when the sun's out. I mean, it's not out right this moment, so it's hard for me to be that inspired, but I think, yeah, I think this is perfect for that kind of thing. So that is all of the top 10 spring fabrics that I've picked out to show you. I hope you liked them. I hope you found this video inspiring. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Let me know which one was your favourite, or if you have any other pattern suggestions, what you think those fabrics might look good made into. But yeah, that's it. I really hope you enjoyed the video. I will be back next week with another one, and I will see you then.